Hello there. Welcome to Sumit Academy. Do subscribe to my channel now so that you do not miss out on my previous or future videos. In this video, we shall talk about NASA's Gateway Lunar Orbiting Outpost. NASA recently finalized the contract for the initial crew module of the agency's Gateway Lunar Orbiting Outpost. The contract, which is worth $187 million, has been awarded to Orbital Science Corporation of Dulles, Virginia, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Northrop Grumman Space. NASA has described the Gateway as key to the new era of lunar explorations, both in the orbit and on the surface of the Moon. One of the most unique features of the Gateway is that it can be moved to other orbits around the Moon to conduct more research. The Gateway is being built by both international and commercial partners and will support exploration on and near the Moon and later to Mars as well. What is the contract for? NASA has issued this contract to design the habitation and logistics, the HALO, support for the Gateway, which is a part of NASA's Artemis program that aims to send the first woman and the next man to the Moon by 2024. The HALO refers to the pressurized living quarters where astronauts will spend their time while visiting the Gateway. As per a NASA press release, these quarters will be about the size of a small apartment and will provide augmented life support in tandem with NASA's Orion spacecraft. So what exactly is the Gateway Lunar Orbit Outpost? Essentially, the Gateway is a small spaceship that will orbit the Moon, meant for astronaut missions to the Moon and later for expeditions to Mars. It will act as a temporary office and living quarters for astronauts distant at about 250,000 miles from Earth. The spaceship will have living quarters, laboratories for science and research, and docking ports for visiting spacecraft. The astronauts will use the Gateway at least once per year and not stay around the year like they do on the International Space Station, the ISS. Compared to the ISS, the Gateway is much smaller, the size of a studio apartment, while the ISS is about the size of a 6-bedroom house. Once docked to the Gateway, astronauts will be able to stay there for 3 months at a time, conduct science experiments, and take trips to the surface of the Moon. As per information on NASA's website, the Gateway will act as an airport where spacecraft bound for the lunar surface of Mars can refuel or replace parts and resupply things like food and oxygen, allowing astronauts to make multiple trips to the lunar surface and explorations of new locations across the Moon. The agency wants to use the Gateway as a science platform to look back at the Earth, observe the Sun, and get unobstructed views of the universe. By studying the geology of the Earth, the Moon, and Mars, the 3 planetary bodies we know the most about, and the ways in which they are similar and different from each other, we can learn important things about how planets and planetary systems form. So, how long will it take to build the gateway? As of now, NASA has targeted the completion of the gateway for 2026, while work on the spaceship is already underway. By 2022, NASA plans to ready the power and propulsion for the spaceship, which will be launched on a partner-provided commercial rocket. The Gateway is a vital part of NASA's deep space exploration plans, along with the Space Launch System rocket, SLS rocket, Orion spacecraft, and human landing system that will send astronauts to the moon. Gaining new experiences on and around the moon will prepare NASA to send the first humans to Mars in the coming years, and the Gateway will play a vital role in this process. It is a destination for astronaut expeditions and science investigations, as well as a port for deep space transportation, such as landers en route to the lunar surface or spacecraft embarking to destinations beyond the moon. Well, that's all from me in this video. I hope that you liked this video. Do like this video now and do share with your friends. And remember, do subscribe to my channel now so that you do not miss out on my previous or future videos. Till later then, cheerio.